Welcome to Guap's Grubs. Here we're going to different restaurants across the East Coast to find their best carnivore-friendly, vegetarian-friendly, and dessert-friendly dishes. Inspired by my inter-dietary relationship with my vegetarian fiance, I'm finding the answer to the age-old question, what should we eat?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for watching the season finale of Guap's Grubs. I am your host, Guapo Grande. Today we are in Brooklyn, New York, and going to Bisou Bisou, owned by Michelle Reed. Let's go take a look and see what they got. Alright, we're here with Chef Kyle Fettis. Chef, what do we got coming up for the first course?
For our first dish, we have a vegetarian option, which is our zucchini pesto pasta. So it's basically zucchini noodles with pistachio pesto and scoured shaved parmesan and arugula salad on top. That sounds amazing.
Alright. Alright, so we got our zucchini noodles, shaved parmesan, pesto, pistachio. Let's dig in here. Gotta do the little pasta twirl. Ooh, look at that color. You know, the one thing I like about zucchini noodles, you don't get regular pasta, you get that crunch. And as we all know, I'm a big fan of crunch in my munch. But the flavor is so diverse, you can really tell it. The wine that it was cooked in was very pronounced, but between the pesto and the pistachio, it gives it a great contrast of flavor. And just the tomato and the parmesan together is just a classic Mediterranean staple. Wow, Chef, that was exquisite. Now I know for the carnivore dish coming up, can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
So for our carnivores out there, we have a beef short rib. So it's like a 5-ounce beef short rib pieces cut into 2 sides, and it's served with some celery root puree, pickled shallots, and a little bit of arugula on top.
It sounds amazing. Can't wait to taste it.
Yeah.
Alright, before I dig into the short rib, I've never heard of celery root. I just kind of want to taste it in its purest form, just to kind of know what I'm dealing with. A little scoop. Oh, if you're wondering, it doesn't even taste like celery. It's got the consistency of hummus, but have like a tanginess that you have like a cream cheese. It sounds weird, but it's absolutely delicious, and it's something that you can use on, I guess you could put on a spread, but this Absolutely insane. Never would have guessed celery root tastes like this. All right, let's get into this meat. Oh, look at that. There we go. Look at that. You could tell the juice. It's so juicy. Like you just braised and cooked for 6 hours. You can tell it's super tender. Let's take a look. Wow. Okay. That is the tenderest meat I've ever had. All right, let's get into this shallot and arugula. Okay. You get that nice refreshing arugula taste, but the pickled shallot gives you like a little tangy, like 1-2 punch that has a great, taste profile that you wouldn't expect, but it brings a flavor to the whole dish. Now everything has been tasted in its purest form. Let's give it a little bit of 1, 2, 3 of everything. Get some meat, get some celery root, get some arugula, get some shallot. The Brady Bunch of this combination, happy family. Oh wow. You think with all the contrasting flavors, it wouldn't mesh well, but it really has the perfect marriage of food flavor, the mouthfeel, the taste profile. Everything is just smooth. It makes sense. Like I said, it's like the Brady Bunch of a dish. This is fucking delicious. Alrighty, folks. We had our carnivore dish and we had our vegetarian dish, and now it's time for everyone's favorite sweet treat. Chef, please tell me what we got coming up for our sweet treat of the day.
I'm glad you asked. So we have a chef's take on a summer s'mores. So it's strawberry and basil cream s'mores.
Interesting.
On a brioche rib, so it's like a little sandwich.
Oh, got me a sandwich. Let's check it out.
Right now, this is the marshmallow fluff. Some organic strawberries. Put it right on top. Let it soak in there.
Alright, so we got our summer-inspired s'mores with our basil cream and strawberry. Oh wow. Wow. This is really good. I like this because it's really light and refreshing. It's something that's not so heavy, especially in the summertime. The basil gives it a nice little refreshing aftertaste with the strawberry combined. It's like a perfect match. This is something you could this is a dessert where you don't feel like, afterwards. And you're like, all right, that was a great decision. I'm gonna carry out through my day and not hate my life. This is amazing. All right, so I had the pleasure of sitting with the owner, Michelle Reed. Michelle, thank you for having me. Michelle, how long has Bisou Bisou been around so far?
Bisou Bisou has been around for about 4 years.
4 years, wow. And in Brooklyn, that's quite the feat because I've seen a lot of places come and go, and this place looks very lively, and I see a lot of longevity here. I was told that your husband actually has a restaurant during the daytime here, and you guys do a complete swap.
We do.
Can you know
So basically, my husband opened this space about 10 years ago as Smooch Cafe. He's Nazi, so he wanted to have a Bondi Beach type, cafe with like Vegemite soldiers and flat whites. So we opened it up, and we talked about for years just doing something at night. So when I was in between jobs and just trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I decided I'm going to open up something at night. So he had Smooch Cafe during the day, I have Bisou Bisou at night. The only way in which there's some kind of connection, obviously, is that we're married, but Smooch means kiss and Bisou Bisou means kiss kiss.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow, look at that. A little language tutorial here on Guap's Grubs. Now, you say between jobs, I know that you guys you specifically didn't start off in the restaurant industry, correct?
Correct. I'm completely new to the restaurant industry. I worked in fashion for 10 years and worked
I
for
can tell.
Thank you.
Interior is amazing.
Thank you. I worked in television as well for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
so-
brought you over to the food industry?
Again, I was in between and just trying to figure out, like, I wanted to do something different and just, explore a different thing. And I felt like opening this as a restaurant could be a perfect opportunity for me to kind of use all of the different things that I love. I love music, I love eating, I love great wine, I do love design. So it was just a perfect opportunity just to kind of, combine all of my passions and just create something that's my own.
And it works. A marriage within a marriage.
Exactly, thank you.
Now, this is Mediterranean inspired. Are you from the Mediterranean area, or do you just have a specific draw to the food?
I think it was definitely a collective decision to make it, to, use the Mediterranean as inspiration. I think, my chef Kyle, we love the flavors. We do love the Mediterranean, just in terms of visiting, or at least not together, but, we've been there and just really love it. I mean, just in terms of, like, again, the flavors, the smells, just the type of food just seems to fit perfectly into the space and kind of what we do.
Especially in the Brooklyn area, because this is what part of Brooklyn is this?
This is Fort Greene.
Fort Greene. So this is more like the young area where everyone's trying new things. And like when you think of Mediterranean, you think of like the falafel and stuff like that. But then you come here and then you have the zucchini noodles or the short braised rib.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is a whole new spin on it, and I think it gives a nice diverse repertoire of what the younger generation can eat and not be afraid of, pursuing. And you think of, s'mores, is chocolate. No, every book is different from what the cover says. So you think s'mores, no, it's strawberry s'mores, and it's just so refreshing, and it just brings a whole new aspect of what I think Mediterranean food is and what could be.
Exactly. And I think, Kyle is just super creative, and, it's beyond just it being inspired by the Mediterranean, but just him just wanting to play with seasonal, ingredients, again, just preparing different flavors together and having fun with different textures and that kind of thing. So I think, he's also super creative.
Right.
He just wants to have fun with it.
Yeah, one thing is I've been in the food and beverage industry, whether it be a server, line cook, a manager, and a lot of places they kind of just give their cooks a wall. You got to do this to this, and I find that the fact that you can give Kyle the creativity to play with his food, it brings a more of an imaginative role and more of a welcoming atmosphere. Not even to the business, but to your dishes as well. Just between who would have thought basil infused creme would work, but he did it, and with your leniency of letting your cooks really take the reins themselves really shows the respect what you have towards the industry, and I think that's gonna have this place thrive and have the longevity it needs. And I am completely flabbergasted by how first the interior design drew me in, but the flavor is what keeps you here and coming back. So I really do appreciate it, Michelle.
Oh, that's
Thank you for
awesome.
having me.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are here.
Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Guapo Grande for Grubs with Michelle Reed from Bisou Bisou. Stay tuned for next season.